is how to fix up an image and take blemishes away from skin in a photo. And the tools that we're going to use are the eyedropper tool, this one here, and the brush tool, this one here. And I'll also show you how to use the content aware tool. So here is an example of the before and after. So what you'll see in the picture underneath is that I've taken away all of her blemishes. So I'll just show you how I did that. It's quite easy, really. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom into the area that I'm going to fix. You have to do each one individually. I'm going to use the eyedropper tool. So when you use the eyedropper tool, whichever area you click on, it will put that into your paint selection. So now the color that's selected is white. If I click on her eyebrow, the color that's selected is brown, and so on. So I'm going to go right next to her blemish, and I'll just click there. So now we have this kind of skin color come up, and then I'll use my brush to correct the area. So here's my brush, click on that, and then you'll have a few different choices with your brush. So if you look at the menu along the top, click down this menu, and you can see you can change the size of your brush. So there we go, that's obviously too big, bring it down. You can go along the slider, or else you can enter the numbers there. So this one here looks okay. Then also there are very hard brushes and there are soft brushes. So see this one with the kind of fuzzy edge? I'd recommend that one because for her skin, if you want to make it look like you never edited it, if there isn't a big strong dramatic line, then it will look more realistic. Then we can look at, so let's just do a line of that here. Okay, so that's what the brush is going to come out looking like. If you want it to be a little bit faded, change the opacity down. I've changed that down to 50%. Okay, sometimes when you're correcting an image, like less is more. You don't want to go over with a big dramatic mark, because it will be very obvious to anybody looking at it. Also, the flow is a little bit like opacity, but it's kind of like, if you can imagine, we're using like a spray can here. The flow just means that there's less coming out of the can at any time. So I recommend using kind of lower opacity and lower flow, but even though it's quite pale, you can go back over it like that. Okay, so let's have a look. We're going to go and fix her skin here. But what I don't want to do is just to create an area with just one flat color, because if you look closely at any image, like it's a combination of all these different squares of different colors. So I don't want to go with a big block of one color. So what I'm going to do is eyedropper tool. I'm going to pick up a lighter square. So this one here, and then I'll get my brush, and this time I think I'll make my brush a little bit smaller, and I'm just going to intersperse some lighter dots, just so that it all kind of looks a bit fuzzy. Okay, and then we come out, you can't really see. Maybe I might add just a little bit more light, because when you zoom out you can still kind of see. So eyedropper, I'm going to pick up a light area and then go over with the brush again, just kind of a few dots of lighter colour. And the fact that I'm not just going in one area, I'm kind of adding little dots of different colours all over the same area, makes it look a little bit more realistic. Okay, so we'll come out of here, and then it's gone. So the other way that you can fix up skin like this, it's a bit faster, but it doesn't always work. It's called content aware fill. So you can always start by trying this, and if it doesn't work, then you'll have to do it the way I just showed. So I'm creating a circular selection here, and I'll say edit, fill, and content aware. So what this is going to do is the Photopea is going to pick up all of the pixels that are around my selection, and they're going to fill in the inside of the circle with something very similar. So the reason it might not always work is just imagine I was trying to fix up something in between this space here, and the Photopea is saying, okay, well, we're going to fill it with a bit of eyebrow and a bit of eyeliner, and then the next thing is your spot here is going to have like brown in it and black, which is what we don't want. But we should be fine up here because there's a whole load of like just skin area. So fill, content aware, make sure none of these are selected. When you use this menu for the first time on a project, you probably have to click on the content aware and then just click OK, and there you go, it's done very quickly for you. So I'll just show you that again. Select, I'm using a round selection, edit, fill, content aware, and it's disappeared. Okay, really quick. So it's obviously a useful tool if you just want to, if you have a photo of yourself and you know you've suddenly had a breakout. There's one very quick way to fix it, and this is what to do. Okay, so now she's all fixed up.